She sits on the sofa and simply looks at you. You think she wants food, or she's just bored and quiet. But what if that is a completely wrong explanation for it? What if your cat is actually trying to tell you something? Not with words, but with a language you don't know yet. Imagine this. Humans have 5 ways to show and receive love. Psychologist Gary Chapman described this, and it applies to cats too. Not exactly identical, but surprisingly similar if you look closely. There are 5 of them, 5 love languages every cat speaks daily. Most owners have never even heard of a single one of them. That changes right now, in this video, today, and forever. I promise you, by the end, you will never look at your cat the same way again. What you're about to learn is hidden in moments you overlook every day. In that moment when she lies down on your foot for no reason. In that moment when she stays silently near you for hours. These aren't coincidences. This is communication in its purest form. Cats are patient. They repeat their messages over and over again. And today, together, we are truly listening for the very first time. Love language number 1 is touch, and it shows up everywhere. Your cat rubs her head against your leg when you come home. You just walk through the door, coat still on, shoes still on. And she is already there, waiting for you and pressing against you. You pet her briefly, keep walking, and think nothing special of it. To you, it was a brief moment. To her, it was everything. Cats have scent glands on their forehead, cheeks, and chin that they use deliberately. When they rub against you, they activate these glands very consciously. This isn't a reflex, it is a clear and intentional declaration. They don't mark you out of ownership, but out of a deep sense of belonging. In their world, it means, you are safe, you are mine. That is the complete sentence she speaks with every single greeting. For years, you translated it as, she just wants to be petted. But it is so much more than that. It is identity and a deep bond. Next time she does this, stand still for a second longer than usual. Let the message sink in before you move on and walk away. But now you might be asking, what about cats who never do that? The ones who just sit there, look at you, and hardly ever touch you. For them, there is another language, one that runs even deeper. Love language number 2 is time, the silent and loyal companionship. Your cat doesn't have to sit on your lap to love you. She only needs to be in the same room as you, simply being there. Many owners completely misunderstand this, and it's a huge misconception. They think, my cat ignores me, she doesn't want to be with me. But look closer when you walk into the kitchen or leave a room. She follows you. When you sit down, she lies down somewhere nearby. She actively seeks your space. She needs your presence every single day. What some read as indifference is, in reality, quiet loyalty. In animal research, this is called social cohesion, an active staying together. No show, no noise, just the quiet decision, I am where you are. Some cats even follow you into the bathroom without ever demanding anything. That is no coincidence. That is attentive companionship in its deepest form. She has learned, where you are is the safest place for me to be. She carries this quiet knowledge within her, without any expectation or condition. I thought for a long time, if my cat loves me, she will show it loudly. But cats show love quietly, consistently, and without ever stopping. Always near you, never intrusive, that is trust in its purest form. You now know that silence is not indifference, but a language of its own. Pause for a moment and think about your cat right now, today. Which of these languages have you seen in her over the last few days? But wait, because love language number 3 is one that will surprise you. Love language number 3 is gifts, and yes, even the strange ones count. Sometimes your cat leaves something at your door in the morning. Sometimes it's a toy, sometimes it's something that was still breathing yesterday. You don't know whether to be disgusted or happy in that moment. The truth is clear. Be happy on the inside, deeply and sincerely. Because she did that believing you actually need her help. She sees you as someone she must take care of every single day. This is no accident. Cats carry this caretaking behavior from their pack instincts. They learned, whoever is important to me, I bring them what I have. This gesture costs her energy, time, and supreme concentration every day. She doesn't do it for herself, she does it exclusively for you. Sometimes the gift isn't an animal, but a toy from the basket next door. She brings it, drops it at your feet, and looks at you calmly. Then she turns around and leaves, as if the message has been delivered. That is how giving without expectation works. It is her purest version of care. And if you reject or push away this offering, she notices it exactly. Take a second, look at her, and recognize what she is really saying. Until I finally understood, she didn't serve me, she truly gifted me. And now comes a love language I mistook for something else for a long time. Love language number 4 is called silent presence, or simply, empathy. This isn't an offer of help in the human sense, it is something much deeper. Your cat comes to you when you cry, without any invitation to do so. She sits next to you, looks at you briefly, and just stays there. This isn't your imagination. Cats register changes in your body language very precisely. When you are sad, your breathing rhythm changes, your posture, your scent. And she reacts, not because she has to, but because she wants to. Researchers at the University of Lincoln showed cats distinguish emotional signals in humans. In practical terms, this means, when you seem sad, your cat comes closer than usual. She doesn't ask if she's needed, she decides that entirely on her own. She doesn't sit down to give you something, but simply to be there. That is the difference between helping and empathy, and your cat knows it. Not rationally, not consciously, but instinctively and out of the deepest bond. And that, I believe, is one of the most honest forms of love there is. And now comes love language number 5, the quiet one that almost nobody knows. Your cat makes eye contact with you and then blinks slowly, just once. She blinks, pauses for a moment, and then blinks quietly once more. You might think she's tired or sleepy, but that simply isn't true. Slow blinking in the cat world means, I trust you completely. It is her sign that she feels safe and entirely secure with you. For a cat, this is the exact equivalent of a real, genuine kiss. Researchers at the Animal Cognition Center at the University of Sussex studied exactly this. Their finding, cats respond to this signal when humans mirror it back to them. Try it out tonight. Look at her and blink very slowly. And then wait. I am almost certain that she will answer you. 5 love languages, all silent, all constant, all there since the very first day. You just haven't fully understood and heard all of them until now. But now you know the language and can finally speak back to her.